Hey guys, what's up? This is Boarbow here, and today I'm gonna show you guys a rather interesting deck profile for you guys today, and that is going to be this deck. Another Zoodiac. Yes, I know you guys are probably gonna be like, oh my god, this is another Zoo variant. Oh my god, this is gonna be the same. Oh my god, this is gonna be boring and very straightforward. Well, this deck profile that I'm gonna do, well, like I said, it's a little interesting because this Zoodiac variant, I've been like trying to like make this deck for like past 3 weeks ever since the Invoke was announced on the TCG, and so yeah, in this Zoodiac deck variant that I'm gonna do here, it has like three engine like all mixed up together. Obviously it is a Zoodiac engine, and like I mentioned, it has the Invoke engine, but the third engine is it's a little interesting. So for you guys to find out, you guys have to like watch this deck profile that I'm about to do. So yeah, this is another Zoodiac variant, and no, this is not the same Zoodiac variant that you guys are probably seen a bunch of times and quite used to. This Zoodiac deck variant that I'm gonna do is a little different and quite interesting. So yeah, let's get on to the deck profile. So for the Zoodiac engine, I don't play a lot in this variant, but I only play the 3 Ratpiers, just 1 Whiptail and 1 Thoroughblade for the draw. Like because playing multiple of this card in this deck variant, I find it that this can get quite dead and break a lot, so I got it down to just 1. I mean, this card is really good if you have Ratpier stuck in your hand, because you can just summon it or summon it through Barrage, just got the Ratpier and draw a card, and then you can do your Zoo combo from there. Like, yeah, I mean, the Zoodiac combo in this deck is still really good because you get a draw from this card and the draw from Emerald, so that you can like dig with traps. So yeah, the Zoodiac engine in this deck variant is really good, but I want to keep it like really small, because Whiptail in this version is only good for Drident, and it doesn't have any conjunction with the Invoked and the third engine that I'm about to show in this deck profile. So I think just 1 copy of Whiptail is fine, because it is such a better tanky, and you are mostly gonna grab this guy through Broadbull's effect anyway. So I think just 1 Whiptail and 1 Thoroughblade in the deck is fine. So yeah, that's the Zoodiac engine, just 5. I think just 5 Zoodiac engine in this deck is fine, because like I said, I don't want this deck to be there or quite breaky, and playing more zoos in the deck, or in this deck variant at least, it makes the deck inconsistent, I think. Obviously you play the 3 Aleister to search for Invocation in the deck. I think the Invoke fusions are like really good, because if you put the field spell or this in your hand, you can like summon this, and if you put the field spell, Invocation cannot be negated, and your opponent cannot respond when a fusion monster is summoned, so that cannot like Solemn Warning Invocation or like bottomless or compose on the fusion summon monster. And honestly, it lets you do all that, because by activating the field spell, you search this. By summoning this, you search Invocation. Like, this card is like really good. And also this card is also a collude in your hand, so if they like try to kill your Raidjin or any fusion monster that you summon through battle, you can just like drop this from your hand, and then they gain 1 sergeant on taking defense. Like, this card is like really good. So 3 Aleister, of course the Terrortop engine, because it's like really good. Going to Invoker is really strong in this deck, as well as going into Totem Bird. 2 Maxx because Kai is broken. The 1 Black Sheep to search for Polymerization, so that you can do a combo. Now, in this part of the deck profile is the interesting part. So the third engine that I mixed up and put in this deck are the Shaddoll engine in the form of 2 Squamata, 1 Hedgehog, 1 Dragon, 1 Beast, and a Falco. Now, the reason why I put up the Shadow engine in this deck, it was to mainly go into discard El Shaddoll Winda, because Winda is like really good right now. In fact, this card is so very popular right now because this is a main part why I mixed up this Shadow part in the engine into this Zoodiac variant, because the Zoodiac engine themselves, they are consistent enough so that you can dig in the back row, but because they don't know, Aleister, it lets you search Invocation obviously, but Invocation, it lets you fusion summon any fusion monster, so it's not just restricted to bring out your Invoke Fusion. You can use Invocation to bring out this card, and Aleister is a dark monster, so if by any means you have Invocation, Aleister, and any of the Shadow monsters in your hand, you can activate Invocation, send the Aleister and any of the Shadow monsters in your hand to bring out the window, and since any of the Shadow monsters was sent to the graveyard by card effect, you trigger all their effects. So yeah, you summon the window by sending the Shadow monster and the Aleister in your hand, and then you plus depending on the Shadow monster that you sent to the graveyard. If it's a Falco, it gets better summon. If it's a Beast, you draw a card. If it's a Dragon, you pop a back row. If you send the Hedgehog, you add a Shadow monster from your deck. And then if it's a Squamata, you mill a Shadow card from your deck to the graveyard. So any of these four will do boost Squamata's effect. So yeah, Winda is like really good right now, especially against any variant of Zoodiacs, because if they drop a Terrortop while you have this on the board, that's their special summon for the turn, and if they're going first and then they have a Drident, they cannot kill this card, and Winda can easily get over it. So literally their only out to this card is Book of Moon, which is limited, a Forbidden Chalice to negate this card's effect, and the Whiptail. So yeah, for that reason, I think Winda is like really good, and just limiting your opponent's plays to like just one special summon per turn is like really good. So that's why I mix up the Shadow engine in this part of the profile. Like going to Winda is like really good. So yeah, that's the Shadow engine, and that concludes the monster part of the deck profile. Now for the spells, it's 3 Magical Meltdown. This card is absolutely insane because upon activation, you add Aleister from your deck, and then your fusions or any fusion spell that lets you summon a fusion monster cannot be negated. And so in this case, Invocation cannot be negated, and your opponent cannot respond to the summon of a fusion monster. So yeah, this card is like really good. 2 Invocation. This card is absolutely insane. Like, this is the, I think, quite possibly the main part why this variant of the deck is like really good. Like, Invocation is like so good. The fact that this is a Miracle Fusion, but you can also banish one of your opponent's monsters from the grave to summon an Invoked Fusion monster is like really good. And also you can use this card to bring out Winda from the aesthetic as well, because like I said, this is not limited to just fusion summon Invoked Fusion monster. This is for all fusion monsters. So yeah, this card is like really good, and also you can also recycle itself by putting a banish in Aleister from the banish room, add it to your hand, and then you can shuffle this back into the deck. So that's why this is easily recyclable, and then it is also easily searchable on the next turn. So that's why you only play 2, not 1, because if this 1 copy of Invocation gets banished, where you pretty much lose. So 2 Invocation, 2 Terraforming to search for the fail spell, 1 Polymerization, because oftentimes just relying on Invocation to bring out your fusion monsters isn't really enough. So I added a Poly, and Poly is searchable through Black Sheep. 3 Barrage, because Barrage is absolutely insane, because opening a Terrortop or a Barrage in this deck is one of your strongest opening plays. Like, Barrage is like really good, and OTC currently has a Scar ban, and there's a good reason why. So 3 Barrage, 1 Book of Moon, because Book of Moon is like really good right now against any of the Zoo variants. So Regaki to curve boards because this deck had trouble dealing with big boards, so I put in Regaki to deal with that. So that's for the spells. But the traps is pretty straightforward. They're literally the best traps in the game. Like 2 strikes. I cut down the Solemn Strike count to 2 because I decided to put in Warning because Warning is also really good right now. Just 2 barrier because I decided to put in Bandit's Emptiness because just flipping this it like wins you games at times. If you have a Sashi board and you have any of the traps here as your backup, you pretty much like win the game. And I pretty much compose as a filler because compose is also really good. So yeah, that's the main deck. It's a 41 card main deck. Now for the extra deck, there's literally like 3 engine mass in here. So but the zoo part is 1 Boarbow, 1 Tigermortar, 1 Broadbull, and 2 Drident. So that's the Zoodiac part. But the Invoked Fusion is 1 Raidjin. This card's really good. Like during either position, this card is a Book of Moon and it has good stats like 2200 attack and 20% defense. That's like really good. 1 Purgatrio for the Emperor mentioned because you can banish your opponent monsters and then summon this. And this card, it can stronger for each card your opponent has on the board, and this card can attack all your opponent's monsters once each. And this card there's piercing. So yeah, this card is a really good. Yeah, 1 Mechaba. Obviously, I cannot really summon this guy because this guy it has no light monsters in the main at all. But this is where at times where you have invocation and your opponent has light monsters in the grave, so you can like invocation and banish the light monsters and Aleister from your hand or grave to summon this card. Like Mechaba is really good. 1 Magellanica as the vanilla. This has 3 attack and 3300 defense. Like this guy is really good. 1 Shekhinaga because this you can summon this the same way you use to fuse Magellanica, and also Shekhinaga is like really good in the deck as well because this card can once per turn he can negate a monster pack that is better summoned. So this card's really good, and also its stats are really good. If you have or somehow happens to have Mechaba and Shekhinaga on the board and you have 2 monsters in your hand, you have 2 monster negates, so that's really good. And obviously the Winda by far the best monster in the extra deck. Like Winda is like so good right now, like very good. Now but the Xyz is 1 Emerald to recycle stuff $1 because I do not like playing against Mermaids because Mermaid, like playing against Mermaid is my like worst nightmare. Or let alone this deck's worst nightmare because this deck loses to like Mermaids quite hard. So $1 for that. Totemberg and Invoker for the Terrortop place. Alright guys, so that is my interesting deck profile for my Zoodiac variant. I don't know what to call this deck yet. Like it could be like Zoodiac Invoked Shaddolls or Invoked Zoodiac Shaddolls or whatever deck name that you guys are trying to make. So I don't know what to call this deck yet, but it is not without a doubt a really interesting deck. This deck is a very interesting and I just have fun with it, and this deck is what I come up with. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy watching this deck profile. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And this is Evil Boy signing out. Peace out guys. Peace out. Very good guy. Like seriously, a very strong guy. Peace out guys. Peace out. Also, Arimat OP. So OP.